key objectives of the CCC project Impress is to look at how procurement requirements can be used in infrastructure projects for reducing greenhouse gas emissions. That's the core of it, actually. Yeah. The partners are WSP, we are the project managers, and we're working together with two universities in Sweden, the Royal Institute of Technology and Lund University, and also together with Skanska as an international contractor. And we have different parts in this. Of course, the universities are heavy on the research. They are doing, and they have a long experience of research and procurement requirements, which is the core part of it. WSP is a global company, so we have access to different projects around the world. So we are doing case studies and interviewing projects on how they are working with procurement requirements in different parts of the world. And Skanska, they have the contractor perspective and can contribute with an international perspective on that also. I think there has to be requirements on a client level to really drive change, and I think there's a need of bold clients that set up requirements so that the rest of the supply chain can adapt to that and start working with things. But also it's important that the requirements are formulated in a way that they contribute to the collaboration in the value chain. So, because there's not just one part in this value chain that can manage the change that is needed. Everyone has to do their bit of it. Well, as I see it, I really hope that better procurement requirements and guidelines of how to work with carbon management can make the connections between the actors in the supply chain closer, so we start working together more, because I think that the infrastructure sector is quite conservative and we're quite used to work in our, if we are a consultant, we're working with this, and contractors are working with that. So we have our roles, but I think we really have to be there have to be more cooperation to solve this question. Well, we hope to show examples, both good examples of course, but also examples that might not be so good, and to be able to analyze them, to develop guidelines or recommendations, to spread information about how projects around the world work with procurement requirements, and with a goal to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. So we will have case studies both from the USA, from UK, from Australia and from Sweden, and maybe from Holland as well, to give examples of this. A practical example, do like this and try this might help. So that's what we hope to be the contribution.